Hello everybody, welcome to Destiny of Cards. Today we have a deck profile of the Touken Ranbu. Yes, they have been boosted once per year, and this year we have two THD. So it's like a legend deck, so it comes with a full deck with a lot of G units and also a deck that you can immediately play. There's also spare cards that come with it, and also there will be deck box and sleeve that come with it too.
So good.
So it's a set, so you buy this set, you actually get this and this set and some spare cards.
Yes.
Okay, so this whole deck will be able to change the deck build with the spare cards that's given, or you can actually combine both legend deck into one deck, which we are going to show you a combination deck today by one of our friend here who have actually modified one of his another friend's deck. Okay, so this deck will have this starter. So the starter effect.
Okay, the starter effect is turn 1 soul plus 1. It's a mini Amaterasu. Look at the top card of the deck. Then you may put it, have it on the top or bottom deck. That's all. And the second effect is Chicken Haisu. Chicken Haisu in Touken Ranbu turns, it means limit break 3. That's all. When it's limit break 3, right, during your turn it gain 2k power until the end of the turn. So it's a 7k booster when you're at limit break 3. That's all.
So it's a 7k plus. It's also a Oracle Think Tanks effect.
Yes, I call it the mini Amaterasu.
Okay, so that's your starter.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to the great ones. The deck run 4 copies of this starter.
All the legend deck have this name at the beginning called the Hanamaru. Hanamaru in Chinese form called Hua Dan. So this year they are all focusing with this Hanamaru archetype. Okay, so for now, what it does is that when this unit boosts and attack hits a Vanguard, right, you may counter blast 1. If you do, right, select one card asset itself from the drop zone. Let's say those under the name of 4 lang, like let's say another card asset itself, like let's say this one. This one has the same name in the middle of name called the 4 lang, right? You may put this card from the drop zone back to your hand, then select one card from your hand and discard it. So it's a way of telling your opponent says that you want me to force to get my attack hit to get extra 5k to trade a 5k for a 10k shield, or even a Kanzen from my drop zone back to my hand to drop one card.
So it's a kind of way for you to actually reuse your Kanzen Bogyo if let's say the attack hit.
Yes, or other cards trade for more power, more shield.
Okay, so you run 4 copies of this card.
Yep.
Next, we run 4 copies of this card.
This is one of the better cards. I call it the Argovel version of Touken. Okay, what it does is that when this unit enter to the rearguard circle, be it by from hand or from deck, right, look at the top 4 cards from your deck. Search for up to 1 card that has an archetype with this kind of black card. Actually, in short, look for a grade 2 card with the black name. I'll call it to a rearguard circle.
Basically, you can call a Hanamaru card.
Hanamaru grade 2 card.
Yeah.
Because it's a very good Argoval for a grade 1 to call a grade 2. Then once you successfully call the card, right, shuffle your deck, then select one card from your hand and put it into your soul. So that means
it's a swapping card.
Swapping card that means you put one card from hand to superior call a grade 2 card. And the second effect is a very good combo. It's actually like sort called like Legion made for grade 1 and grade 2. When this unit is boosted by a Hanamaru, this kind of archetype, right, it gain 2k power until the end of the battle. So if you combine this, right, this one later on, you will have as another effect is that when this unit boost by this kind of archetype, right, for 7k, you will soul blast 1 and gain a 3k power. So technically from 16k jump to 21k column.
So basically this is a specific boosting. So it's when this card is being boosted by this, you gain the effect. When this card is being boosted by this, you gain the effect. Am I right?
So it's a complement card.
Yeah, so it's a combination card.
Yes. So I'll play 4 copies because it's a very strong Argovel card.
Okay, next. The deck run, of course, you already seen 4 copies of the Perfect Guard.
This Perfect Guard is a very unique archetype of the Hanamaru series. What it does is that, as usual, when this unit guard from hand to Guardian Circle, it's a Kanzen, and when this unit enter the Guardian Circle, right, if you have 4 or more Hanamaru rear guards on the field, right, you immediately soul charge one and counter charge one. So it's a way of saying to benefit. Is a way that saying you have enough. If you have enough rear guards on the field, 4 or more, right? You can gain an advantage of getting a free soul charge and a counter charge for your use.
Basically, it's a new kind of unflipper consent that you don't need itself,
yes.
but you need whatever is on the field.
Correct.
And the deck actually run quite required the soul, so soul charging is important.
Soul charge and soul blast. So,
yeah, so that's why this will help you to actually gain a soul for you to soul blast.
And your counter blast also. So it definitely is I'll recommend this consent better.
Okay.
And
next,
2 of the sidekicks.
Now the deck run 2 copies of this.
Of this more of a boosting Vanguard effect. I'll play 2 copies. Is that because it only boosts Vanguard specific. So when this unit boosts a Vanguard, right? You may pay a cost of counter blast 1. If your Vanguard is a Hanamaru, right? And you stand this unit and gain 4k power until the end of the battle. So it's like I say that it's a dancing wolf effect. So because some of the cards like in the later on for your Vanguard, right, have a mini Dota restander or those old card series or the current card series I show later to help you to gain another free 7k booster later on.
So we shall actually get to see what actually can combo with this card later on.
Correct.
Next, we will move on to the great twos of the deck. So as you already seen, the deck run 4 copies of this card.
I call it the G2 version of Argovel. Simply because it's the same near effect of the Great One just now. What it does is that when this unit enter to the rearguard circle, then look at the top 4 cards from the deck, search for one Great One card of Hanamaru and call it to the rearguard circle.
So it's a very confirmed way for you to actually call a split set.
A clay set, any Great One. Then if you call a Great One, right, you must pay the cost of counter blast 1. Because in order to superior call the Great One, right, you must have open counter blast 1 to call that unit out. So basically it's optional. If I got a Great One, right, and a counter blast, I'll counter blast 1 and superior call it, that's all. And the second effect I already mentioned earlier on, if this card is boosted by end of the archetype in the clan, right, it gains 3k power until the end of the battles. So
actually it's not archetype, it's specific name.
Specific name of the family lah.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of different swords in Touken Ranbu. So you just read of them carefully for the card effect later. But for now we just introduce these 2 combo easier.
Okay, next, the deck run 4 copies of this card.
This is a very good card because it has 2 effects. First effect is limit break 3, Shiken Haisu. All Shiken Haisu are limit break 3. When this unit attack, right, is a 11k attacker, so it's a 9+2. Second effect is a X intercept plus 5k. When this unit is from the rear guard go into the guardian zone, right, the shield gain 5k power more.
So it's for your defense mechanism.
And your 11k attacker for your turn.
Okay, next, the deck run 2 copies of this card.
This swordsman, what it does is that when is it Shiken Haisu? Yes, Shiken Haisu, limit break 3, soul blast 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, right, you may pay the cost of soul blast 1. If you do, right, you gain 5k power until the end of battle. After that, you may put this card, draw 1 card, then put this card back to the bottom deck. So to avoid certain situations like Naokami, Kagero burning effect, or even the Link Joker lock effect, to avoid cards that you don't want on the field later on.
So the deck run 2 copies of this card. Next, the deck run 1 copy of this card.
This card is very simple because of they make a very long text is that this card cannot be selected by opponent's card effect, aka resist. So because Touken Ranbu is quite relatively new in the Vanguard because of its limited release, right? So they will introduce the first sentence, which is resist. And the second effect is turn 1 effect. You may discard 1 Hanamaru card from your hand and do a drop zone. If you do, right, draw 1 card and gain 2k power until the end of turn.
So it's a draw 1 plus power. So it will become a 10k attacker
until the end of the turn.
Yeah, so it's actually a free cost because you don't have to counter blast or soul blast.
Yes.
By the cost of discarding a card.
And the resist.
So it's very good 10k attacker. Next, the deck run. We'll go into a grade 3. So the deck run 4 copies of this card.
in this grade 3 deck, I'll select this with a strike on effect. This one is has a auto-mail effect. Why? Because when this unit, when you strike this unit, right, you may counter blast one, draw one card, choose up to one card of one of any Hanamaru and call it to a rearguard circle, and for that turn it gain 3k power until the end of turn. So it's like good as saying I may call it's an auto-mail, draw one, choose one, gain 3k. And the second effect is a VNR effect. It's a Aqua Force Wave 1. During the first battle attack, during a battle phase, it gain 3k power, and that's all. So it's a 14k rearguard. It boosts by 7k. Is a magic number of 21k.
Cool. Okay, now the deck runs 4 copies of the alternate grade 3.
Of this is I call it the battle strike because it replenish a lot of confuse a lot of things you may want to. What it does is that when you strike over a unit, you may pay a cost of counter blast 1. If you do, soul charge 1. Look at the top 3 cards from your deck. Select up to one Hanamaru, one card with Hanamaru in name, call it to a rearguard circle. If you do right, that unit gain 2k power until the end of the turn, and then shuffle the deck. And which is quite good because you need to soul charge for your soul blast later. And the second effect is a VNR effect, which I think is a very decent effect. What it does is that when this unit attacks, right, if you have a G-Zone unit of a Hanamaru deck, that means your face up G4 card with Hanamaru in name, right, this unit gain 5k power until the end of battle. So it's a self-sufficient 16k attacker for the battle.
And someone is a VR skill.
Correct. As long as you flick one Hanamaru face up, it's a 16k pure attacker already. Force your opponent to guard 10k more.
This is actually the main strike card rather than this card, am I right?
Yes, more of it. Because sometimes your first attack may be useful for this one because of its own 5k effect.
Okay, so now we move on to the trigger lineup first.
Yep.
Okay, so the trigger lineup, the deck runs 4 heal and 4 draw.
4 draws. We put it aside first because I need a lesson. Yep.
Okay, and then it will run 8 critical triggers.
You just realized something in this deck, right? First, all the they look very standardized, except they have one thing for the crit trigger, which is I think is the most powerful common card in this legend deck. Basically, they have the same effect is when this unit is paid for a cost of strike, right? This unit gains +3 grade. So you have 8 critical triggers, right? On your turn, they are paying. You may use this to strike for free.
So basically, this deck's strike folder instead of a grade 1 is actually your critical trigger.
So good, right?
So basically, this deck have 8 strike folders.
That's why remember this guy that I mentioned just now, because all of the same family of the 4 lang here, which is this one, and this one, and this one.
This one 没有说lang.
This one no, never mind. You can swap later lah. That means most of the people will be all on the same family. So let's say if you don't want your draw trigger, right, you can discard your draw trigger, get back a strike for on hit effect. It's a great combo for if you want to force your opponent.
So actually here, this 3 card actually have the 4 lang. This doesn't have.
It doesn't have. It still has a strider.
Yeah. So this is basically used for the strike folder, or you can actually use to guard.
That's good enough.
Yeah, so it's your own preference during the battle what you want to do with the cards here.
So good, right? For 2 trial deck, full legend deck.
Alright, next we'll go on to the G zone.
Yes.
Okay, the deck runs 2 copies of this card.
Let's introduce our main cast for this. Okay, I call this the mini Luwak dragon. Okay, what it does is that let me read this. It's a counter blast 1, flip itself face up, because when this unit at the end of unit battle attack Vanguard, right, you may rest all your rear guard. If you do right during that battle, it gain 1 more drive check and +5k power. That's all.
So
it's a quadra drive +5k power. So it's a mini Luwak straight away.
Okay, so yeah, this, in case you don't know what is this card reference, is Drag Strider Luwak.
Yes, just if you the only good thing I say that because it's a quadra drive straight away, so you can replenish your hand ASAP.
So this is your quadra. Next.
your mini Luwak dragon.
So that run 2 copies of this card.
Cool, hi there. This one is a choosing for your rear guard effect. Turn 1 effect, main face up. Soul Blast 1 flip itself face up. Select one of your rear guard. During the turn, right, for each face up G unit on your G zone, right, that unit gain 10k power. So as good as saying that if for your first strike is a mini plus 10k power, but later on, because most of the time you might want an additional attack to force your opponent to drop more than 10k shield, right? This is a very good late gamer card for your rear guard.
So basically this is like the new Blizzard of the fighter collection, but that one is on hit skill. This doesn't need.
It give your rear guard straight away.
Yes, this straight away give a 10,000 power for each.
For each face up G unit. Yes, that means if I got 2, I gain 20k.
This card, right?
This
must be this card, eh? This all.
Face
oh
up.
No, Persona flip.
Persona flip itself.
Then for each G unit face up, you have 10,000 power. So
that's
it's
why,
a late game card.
Late game card. That's why if you want to play with the deck later on, you may mod for the resist card so that you pressure your opponent for more than like 10, 20, 30k.
Since that one is a 10k attacker plus another 10k, so it's a 20k plus your booster.
Yes, so painful. So
and then each copy some more, so actually it's more than 10,000.
More than 10,000
So it's a pressure card?
Pressure card. For rear guard effect. For now I play 2
Next, the deck run 2 copies of this card.
I call it, if you know you see the flavor text, it looks like Susano, but it is Susano. Okay, what it does is that it's a turn down effect. Soul Blast 1, choose one face down, any face down G unit, turn it face up. So you don't need to flip itself face out. So look at the top 3 cards from your deck. Select 1 card, add it to a hand, 1 card put it on top of the deck, and 1 card put it at the bottom of the deck. So immediately is your Great Force Amaterasu effect for 1 Soul Blast. So good, right? No need to say so much.
Okay, the deck runs 2 copies of this card.
I will call this the Glory Maelstrom guy. Looks like the next season for next week, the new archetype guy because of his face and it's blue. Okay, at main phase effect, limit break 3, counter blast 1, soul blast 1, flip itself face up. During your turn, your Vanguard gain 10k power, and until the end of battle, right, when this unit attacks, your opponent cannot call grade 1 and above cards from hand to the Guardian Circle, aka Glory Maelstrom.
So this is actually your guard efficient.
Yes.
So the deck run 2 copies of this. Next is, I think it's Weiye's favorite card. 这个比较强，这个。
This one favorite. This one is more of another favorite card, but it's a situation card.
So run 2 copies of this card.
Nihon. Yes, Sanyo is back again as a grade 4.
If you don't remember this card, this is actually the GR of the previous
2 sets.
2 sets away. Yeah.
Yes, still the same face. Okay, it's a limit break 3, counter blast 1, flip itself face up. When this unit battles a Vanguard, right? If you select up to 3 of your units in your front row, during that turn, you gain 3k power. That means first is a mini Automel plus 3k. Then if your face up G unit has 3 or more above cards, right? That means your G unit has 3 or more face up, right? Select up to 3 of your rear guard, stand them. Then during that turn, this unit gain 1 more critical. So it's a sort of saying that it's a mini victor, like, so that if let's say my Vanguard not attack hit, right, I still got my rear guard with more power to hit you on later.
So the deck run 2 copies of this strike.
Yes.
Next, I think will be Weiye's favorite unit. We run 2 copies of this.
Yes, the short hair guy. Okay, this one is a turn 1 effect called Soul Blast 1, flip itself face up. When this in battle Vanguard, right? If you have 2 or more face up G unit, right? Sounds like Dota. You may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit in stand position and select all your rear guards in rest position. If you do right, during this battle, you gain 5k power and dry. During this turn, you gain 5k power and dry check -1. So it is a Dota L'Oreal because the rest effect of your rear guard is not a cost, it is part of the effect. So you may even play even when all your rear guards are being bombarded or being locked. It's a solo DOTA.
So if you have no fuel, can you still use this effect?
Still can use because the rest effect is not a cost, it's for the effect.
Yes. So it's unlike Lua, is it?
Unlike
Also, Commander Lores.
Commander Lores, yes. Commander need to pay the cost. This one is that automatically became the effect.
It's part of the effect. So actually, you're standing this card, you rest your unit. So basically, this force you to attack with your rear guard first, then you attack with this card.
Yes. So and some more is that it's a Dota simply because it gain 5k power and the
and because it's a restander, that's the combo for the previous card, right?
Correct. If you have enough counter blast, that is, you boost and you. So let's say you are strike right 26k attack, then you pay the cost already because already you gain 5k power, then because already rest right, this one will not be affected because you are boosting. Later on it's still in effect, right? You stand this unit, then you gain 4k power more. So it end up a 11k booster with a 31k Vanguard attack. Meaning
and the power will still carry on, so it was still attacking. That's the first attack. Then after that you restand, then attack again.
Attack again, then counter blast one more time for 11k booster. So easy.
That if you want to counter blast the second time, but actually one time the second wave will be
even high. It's already higher because you haven't considered a dry check. Yes.
Yeah, so
I'll play 2 copies because it's as good as saying that it's your final turn. Alright, we still got the G Guardians from the.
Alright, next
deck.
we'll move on to the G Guardians of the deck. So the deck run 1 copies of this card.
The Utarushi, if I got the name right. Last time it's like a mini version. Right now it's the G Guardian. Okay, this effect is when this unit enter the Guardian Circle, right? You may Soul Blast 1. If you do right, for each shield trigger in your drop zone, right? This shield power gain 5k power until the end of power. Until the end of battle. So technically speaking, if you have 4 shield triggers straight away, right? You Soul Blast 1, it is a 35k shield straight away.
So it's a late game G Guardian for this kind of thing.
Yes, because most of the time you will not be able to retrieve back your huge trigger, so might as well use it for final guard.
Alright, next the deck run 3 copies of this.
The other G Guardian from the token deck. This is a more situational deck because it relies on counter blast issue. When this unit enter to a Guardian Circle, right? For each face down counter blast card on your damage zone, right? It gain 5000 shield until the end of battle. Next, if all your counter blasts are face down, right? Select one of it and turn it face up. That means counter charge 1. But the shield will still remain the same because you will still gain the effect first for how many face down counter blast card in your damage zone first before you counter charge if you fulfill all of them are face down card.
So once again, this can also be a late game card. If you have 5 face down, you actually add 25,000.
Or if let's say you have not enough counter blast for mid game, so this will be a very handy card for you to play on.
So it can be a early game or a late game, depending on the situation. So it can be a 25k guard all the way to 5k guard only.
Yes.
I mean additional 5k.
Additional 5k card. So that means if you have 1 damage, it's a 20k shield as normal.
Okay, so that we hope that you enjoyed today's deck profile of the new Touken Ranbu. Deck profile which is a combination of deck 1 and deck 2. So you can get yours in all the official retailer as of today. Until next time, see you.